Today we are going to make a basil infused ice cream cake, which is delicious, really easy. It takes about 10 minutes and you don't need an ice cream maker. All you need is some basil infused double cream, which sounds complicated, but it isn't. All you need to do is rough up some basil and put it in the double cream the night before, and then it slowly lets out its flavours and you get a nice subtle basil flavour. Meringue, just to add a bit of crunch. Sugar, obviously, loads. And then you could use mascarpone, but I'm just a bit rubbish at stuff like that, so I use just normal cream cheese. And a couple of eggs. And then ideally, some ornate kind of jelly mould, if you've got one. Silicone is best because it comes off really easily, and then you have something looking really spectacular. Glass ones are a little bit more tricky. Now we're going to get started. I'm going to break the eggs. I'm going to put the whites in here so they can be whisked, and I'm going to put the yolks in here because they're going to be whisked too. Get rid of that actually. Put your shells on there. Thank you.
So I thought long and hard before I bought this. Like, and when I say long, I mean about 5 years. And then I bought it and I thought, why didn't I buy that sooner? It's amazing. It's amazing because all you have to do when you want to whisk something or make a cake, and bread, I make bread in it all the time, is instead of standing over it, you literally just turn it on. The crucial thing is it needs to be plugged in first. Showing off.
Got you
here.
Exactly.
And it means that when it does the eggs for you, you don't have to stand over it. You can go over and do other things. And if you're making a big batch of something, it's really helpful. So while Claire would normally be holding this, and now instead she's going to dance.
So I'm going to put the sugar, while that's happening, I'm going to put the sugar into the egg yolks. And you can see this has changed colour from a deep orange or a deep egg yolk colour to a nice light fluffy colour. I'm going to put the cream cheese into the egg yolks. So is that enough, do you think? Well, turn upside down. And you just want to keep stirring this until all the cream cheese is dissolved into the yolk. Here the cream cheese has been stirred into the egg yolk and the sugar, so that's all quite nice and smooth now. Here we have got the egg whites all whisked up like you would for a meringue, and we're just about to whip the double cream,
Turning on the beast.
until it's stiff.
Okay. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, lovely. Right, and now I'm just going to stir the cream into the egg yolk there, and then we need to stir in the egg whites. So we want to fold them in because you don't want to lose any of the air, the fluffiness. Okay, so I've got my mould.
And you don't need to grease it or anything, you just pour it straight in.
Just pour it straight in. And then I want a layer at the bottom, and then get your obviously ready bought meringue. You don't want to make those. You might do sometimes, but not for this. And then just crunch it in. Another layer of ice cream. Because you've got to put this in your freezer for a bit, you want to seal it because freezers can really sort of retain smells, and if you've got things like onions in them, you don't want this absorbing that smell. It's the sort of thing you don't really want to make days in advance, because sometimes home freezers can really freeze things till they're kind of, you have to get a knife and stab them, and you don't want that really. So ideally I would make this the day I was going to eat it, and that's it.
Perfect. So now we've just got to wait.
Yeah, 5 hours. So we're just going to go and pick some flowers. Flowers are great for making something look pretty. And if you're slightly worried, as I am, that your ice cream cake might not come out of the mould really perfectly, then a sprinkling of blossom on the top can hide a multitude of sins. So I'm going to find some blossom up here. It's the perfect time of year for blossom hunting. But quite a lot of time I use thyme flowers. You can get beautiful little blue flowers on a thyme. And they're great for sprinkling over things. We know that the ice cream cake, which has been in the freezer for 5 hours, is definitely frozen. The question is, how is it going to come out of the mould? So it's slightly springy, which is nice. Not rock solid.
So how do you get it out?
You pray and you use hot water on the outside of the mould. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to loosen it with a knife. And actually a knife kind of fits quite well down the fluting of this. Thing is, you can film all this but cut, okay?
Yay! Oh, it looks awesome.
Right, let's do some blossoming.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to take them off.
Just do it like this. Like that.
Actually, no.
We're just going to eat it here, yeah?
Yeah, why not?
What do you think of Claire's ice cream? If you like it, if you're impressed by Claire, give her the thumbs up. And comments below, and we'd love it if you subscribed. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We're sisters, and together we're Crumbs.
We both like cooking
And we love food and chocolate and red wine.